A new handheld device has been announced by Valve, of all people. A Steam library on a go. The most powerful handheld ever. Or so they claim. Today I want to just talk about a little bit about Steam Deck. The gaming handheld, which apparently Valve sees like more as a portable computer than a handheld console. However, it looks like a Switch, but it plays your Steam library. And I think lots of people are excited. I was excited myself when I saw it. I wanted to even pre-order it. I was like, whoa, I need this. However, I had a little thing about this, and I need to tell you about one problem with Steam Deck and one reason why you really shouldn't buy it. But, I mean, lots of people are excited. This is a little tweet from Jason Schreier, who said that Steam Deck skeptics might be undervaluing the huge audience of people who play most games portably. And for years, every indie game announced has been met with, when is it coming to Switch? If this thing feels great, nobody needs to ask it that anymore. And Jason, I respect you as a journalist, however, I think that's incorrect. You see, the problem with Steam Deck is that, yes, it has the Steam library of games, but only the ones that run Steam OS. See, this is not a Windows, like a handheld device that you're buying. It's Steam OS. If you don't know what Steam OS is, it's kind of a Linux-based operating system that Steam done ages ago. It was mostly done for their kind of console thingies they done with, I do believe it was Alienware, which was like a little box that plays Steam games. Problem with those boxes then was that Steam OS is limited and doesn't offer all of the games. So if you buy this thing, you will be limited by a library of Steam OS games. I give you an example. So how do we look on Steam to see what games are supported in Steam OS? And to be fair, there are tons of games. It's not like if you buy it, you will have nothing to play, because there's things is Civilization, RimWorld, Valheim, you have, your classics, Terraria, Total War games, all of them. There's so many games that do support SteamOS. And, that's great. You can play Portal, you can play Alien Isolation, there's so many games. However, expectation that any game that comes out, you will be able to play on it is false, because the game has to first be made into Steam OS game. And of course, there will be lots of games that will be, and probably more than there would be on a Switch, because Switch, just the way it's designed, is far away from a computer. And when Steam OS and the Steam Deck console is definitely closer to a computer than Switch. However, you still are limited by software here. You have to take that into consideration. There will be, of course, bigger support on SteamOS now, since there's hardware. I'm sure that Steam and Valve will be, pushing for developers to support that platform. You will be able to potentially, I would presume, stream some of games of your computer as well, since Steam has the whole Steam Link kind of functionality. So I would presume that would be an option as well. So if there's a game that doesn't run on a Steam Deck but runs on your computer and you're sitting in the living room, you potentially will be able to stream it. But it is something that really can hurt this handheld. Maybe Steam will be able to give discounts or support to developers that will convince them to port their game. However, just looking at the fact that so many indie games don't go to Switch, that so many small developers don't do console releases, is not only, sometimes it's down to experience, but often it's down to just how much it costs to develop for different platforms. And this is just another platform they will have to develop for. It's not as easy as Steam makes it out to be. Thing is, those who are really, for this handheld would say that you can port or put Windows 10 on this device. Of course you can. This is basically a PC kind of architecture from what Steam is saying, and you can't just put Windows on it. Most people won't do that. Let's be honest, I can get my Xbox Series S, you can put it in developer mode, and I can run GameCube games from it, but I'm not doing that because I can't be bothered. Handhelds and consoles are made for simplicity, for convenience, so that you buy it, put the disc in, or download the game and play it. And I do feel this will have that functionality, but I think lots of people who are expecting play every single AAA game, every single indie game on launch on this will be very disappointed. And that is the reason why I wouldn't buy it, and that's the reason why I would employ you to wait until we know what support it will get. What support will Steam OS get? What games will come out of it? I'm sure first few months or year, Steam will and Valve will really push for it, but I don't know what the longevity of this will be. I don't know if it's will be affordable for developers to make the games, ported on yet another platform, Steam OS. So what I would say is, it seems like an awesome idea. I'm really for it. However, that one caveat is definitely holding me back. But tell me what you thought about this. Do you like the idea of Steam Deck? Will you be getting one, or are you like me, a little skeptical, want to wait until you see more? Let me know in the comments down below, and see you next time. Bye!